Well, that's the question of today. How big are your nuts? I guess the answer is it depends on what you're going to be working on. You get like a long shank when you're feeling really good, I guess. Smaller shank, probably when it's cold, and the miscellaneous others, open ends, the larger half-inch size for the larger studs, but we'll cover all this. The reason we're doing this is with a lot of old school vehicles and old school wheels, like these center lines I'm about to show you, they take specific lug nuts. So they don't just go ripping off the car every time you take off. Because we've all seen, I've seen it many times, people at the drag strip, they go out there, the first time they nail it, poof, and their tires go that way and the car just goes right onto the ground. Most of the time, it's because they're using the wrong stuff. So, let me show you on Dos Caminos number 2, the correct lug nuts that we're going to be using for our center lines. And it varies front to back. So let me show you here. All right, a couple things to consider when mounting up like old school mag wheels like this. The first thing you need to have is you need to know the thickness of the wheel itself. Now this varies between the rear wheels on the center line and the front ones. The front ones are actually thicker on the hub because it's a steel. There's naturally more weight on the front of the car, and it's a thinner rim, so they need to carry more weight per inch, math and all that stuff. So it makes a big difference. All right, a couple kinds of lug nuts, the ones that you want to use and the ones you don't want to use. Never, ever, ever mount these with like a stock acorn style lug nut. Those are for factory wheels and steel wheels, and maybe some rims that particularly call for it, like the rallies that are on the El Camino number 1. They're perfectly fine with the factory lug nut. No problems at all, 100,000 miles, no issues, stuff like that. On a wheel like this, you will absolutely tear up your studs, your wheel, everything. So for this case, this is no good. There's also a short shank type. Now, these studs on this G-Body El Camino are 7/16. Some are half-inch. So when ordering your lug nuts, and your wheels for that matter, you need to take that into consideration. And if you're going to be doing like heavy-duty drag racing, off-road, stuff like that, and you replace your factory wheel studs with half-inch, you know, the real long ones where you would need an open on the end of your lug nut, you got to take that in consideration too, because these, okay, will not fit in this wheel. These are made for the factory 7/16 stud, and you can see that these are, you know, the shank on these is thinner widthwise, and they drop right in. All right, you order the wrong lug nuts, or the wrong studs, or the wrong wheels, and you're going to be out of luck. So there's more than just go, hey, those wheels look neat, let me throw those on my car. Well, a couple things you got to think about first. And there's also like a spline style nut that a lot of the modern wheels use, where it's deep in set, you need a real thin socket to go on. The Falcon has some of those, but we're not looking at those right now. So neither one of these, the factory 7/16 acorn or the half-inch, are going to work in this case. All right, so we get rid of those. Now, on the rear wheels on this El Camino, the thickness of the flange of the wheel is how thick is the wheel, right? Because you want to have a lug nut with the shank that's just a tiny bit shorter than the thickness of the wheel, so you can be able to use all the threads possible to hold the wheel on the vehicle. All right? In this case, the thickness of the hub on this is about 3/4 of an inch. Okay? These are 7/16 20 by 3/4. And also very important, every time you're using on an aluminum wheel, magnesium wheels, with this style of lug nut, you absolutely positively need a washer on. Now for this style, for the 3/4, fits on there like that, no problem. For the front runners, all right, the thickness of this flange is about 1.1 inches. Okay, you need a 1.373. There's, you know, particular math for this style of lug nut. Now, these also have a washer, but with this style washer, for this particular setup, these washers, they're specialized. One side of them is going to say wheel side. The other side is going to just be flat chrome. Wheel side, I don't know how well that shows up, but you want to make sure you put that wheel side washer down, and that's how that's going to look. And see on the back side, we just have maybe 20 thousandths between the face of the wheel and where your lug nut shank ends. That's going to allow you to use as many threads as possible and keep the wheels from falling off the car and be safe and all that kind of stuff. So let's put these wheels on this El Camino because they look really cool. We'll show you a couple more things while we do that. All right, so you've selected your wheels. They fit the car. You've got the right lug nuts, the right lug pattern, the right spacing, the right thickness of the shank for all your lug nuts. They're centered up, looking good. For God's sake, don't just ram them home with an impact, okay? All right? Follow the specs for the wheel manufacturer and torque the wheels, all right? And just do this just like any other, tightening any other tire, all right? This one's 75. And stop, okay? And then do it in a cross star pattern, okay? Stop. Repeat that for all 5. Go back and double check them to make sure the rim didn't settle a little bit by the time you did your first one and your 5th one. Just give them a click to verify. And also very important with aluminum magnesium wheels, once you drive the vehicle 20-30 miles, bring it back in and re-torque everything, please, because you probably spent some good money on wheels and tires. Don't wreck shit, okay? Do everything, take your time, do it right, and then let me finish torquing these, and then we'll put on the front ones and we'll show you what the car looks like with them all on. Okay, and then after you get all your wheels and tires installed, take a good look at them, see if I can get a better view of the whole car with you. And yes, it's got all this junk and stuff in it yet, but if you've been following along with the series, you know where this is going. But there you go, guys. Lug Nuts 101. And there you go, guys. Looks pretty good. I think it looks really good on this car. Anyway, that's Lug Nuts 101 for you guys. If you're a member, help out the channel. Do all the like, share, hype, subscribe, share this with everyone. And then questions, comments below. Things you like about this, things you didn't like. Questions, comments, concerns, put them down below. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.